Hello there. I am on my own today and I am at Green Haven Holiday Park, just on the A52 outside Friskney, and it is a beautiful lake. I'll show you some more clips in a sec. I've just set up and I'll just go through my rig now. So today I'm using my granddad's rod again. And what I'm doing, I'm going to be ledgering, which is basically like a lead weight system with a hook link on there that I've done myself. Now I'm using a quite small weight, 10 gram? Yeah, 10 gram weight, just so I can get over to where them bushes are. That's where I'm going to be fishing today. And the way I've made my hook link, I've done it so it's probably about a foot long, mainly because in this lake they have barbel, they have carp, they have all sorts of fish in here, and some fish are actually quite spooked by the lead weight. So that's why I'm using a small one, and this is why I'm using a long hook bait, so that the bait that is going to be on my hook is going to be further away from the weight. So the way I've made this today, I've used a little rung swivel on here, the little silver one. I've used a bit of shrink tubing around it as well, so it doesn't tangle, so it keeps the line away from the weight. So that's what I'm using, and then I've got some 10 pound line that I've used up to the hook, which is a quarter size 10 wide gape hook. I'll just show you them in the packet now. So that's them. So I'm using one of these, barbless of course, because we don't like using barbed, because it can harm the fish. So these hooks, they have like a slightly tapered edge, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit wider on the hook bit. The reason being is so it acts a similar kind of way to a barb, but it's not as dangerous to the fish, basically, and it's a lot easier to get out. It just keeps the fish on, really. So it's to prevent any kind of fish coming off the hook. Bait wise today, I'm using pellets that I've purchased from the site here. So they have a little hut there. I don't know if you can see that. A little hut there, and they sell different types of baits and all sorts. So I bought some bait that they use to bait up the lake itself, and like I say, I'm going to be casting out into that area there. Apparently there's a 22 pound grass carp in here, and obviously that's the goal, but we'll see what happens. But on the hook, what I'm going to be using chopped pork and ham that I've used previously, and then I'm going to use a little bit of sweet corn on that as well, just off the hook. Nothing extravagant, nothing too fancy. Quite a simple setup. There's no one else here at the moment, so I've got the lake to myself pretty much, but it's beautiful. So everything's set up. Got my alarm set up there. See fish swimming in the margin. It's a well-stocked lake. I'm just literally get my net in there and scoop them up. But anyway, let's crack on. So already I've had some tugs on the line. It hasn't taken long for that to happen. Haven't like caught one yet. Like they haven't actually made too much contact on the hook, but yeah, give it time. Oh, another one. Yeah, we'll see. So I've just caught a lovely £2-3 carp. Did look well conditioned, and literally my rod's been in the water only about 5-10 minutes, if that. And I'm already, now I'm already getting little bites and little nibbles, little knocks on the line and things like that. And I've hardly been in the water now. I've been here probably about an hour, but it took me about 45 minutes to set up everything. So it's awesome. So I'll keep you posted with what else I catch, if I catch anything else, but I'm sure I will. So keep you posted. So I just hooked one, and as I was getting the net out, I hooked this one. Well, I netted this one. Yeah, let's get him back. Okay, I'm just into another fish. Let's reel this in and see what it is. Another little carp. Hooked in the bottom lip. Lovely little fish. Little scrapper. Probably about a pound and a half. Something like that. Right, let's get back. So I've just caught another like £1 carp. £1 fish, very, very good. Yeah, I've just caught another one. Decent quality fish. A lot of the fish in this pond are very, very good quality. I don't think it's been fished too much. So I think that might be why, but it's lovely. The wind has picked up today, so what I've done, obviously you have to adapt to your conditions really. So what I've done, I've used a heavier weight, because I also noticed that I was going probably like to the middle of the pond rather than a little bit further out, which I wanted to go. So I've increased my lead weight just to try and get my stuff out a little bit further, and also to help combat the wind a little bit as well. It does give a bit of rain today, but we've had like a little drizzle, but that's about it really. And yours. It's very good so far. Again, good quality fish coming out. I've had probably about 6 now, I think. And I've only been here, about an hour or so. Like fishing anyway. Been here a couple of hours now. So yeah, I'm using smaller pieces of meat now. So where is it? I'm going to show you what I'm actually using, because they're very, very good things. So I'm using these. So these are like a little cutter. You pop them in your meat, like your tin of meat, spam, whatever. You press it in, twist it around, pull it out, and it's like a cheese thing. But basically it gives you like a little lipstick of meat. So what I do, I just trim that off. Stick that on the hook using a bit of sweet corn as well, and it's perfect, absolutely perfect, can't go wrong. And you can prep up a load at once if you wanted to. You can do little bits at a time. You can use it for, like I said, cheese, meat, anything, pretty good. And I got a kit like this off Amazon. Yeah, I got a kit like this off Amazon, and it came with like about 4 or 5. It came with some basting needles, some bait screws, things like that as well. so definitely worth investing. But yeah, I'm going to crack on, probably go for another hour or so, hour or two, weather depending. Looks like it's going to rain, but we'll see. But yes, let's crack on. Again, about £1. It's a lovely common. Really good condition. Obviously I'm going for the big 22-pounder. But the average kind of fish in here is probably anything between 2 and 4 pounds, something like that. That's the carp anyway. I don't know, you said that there's barbel in here, but I don't know what kind of size they're coming out at. There was I've just been speaking to him, and apparently there was a £4 something perch that came out, which is really good for a perch, to be fair. I haven't personally caught that many, so I think the only ones that I've really caught have been pushing £1 really. This is what I keep getting. I keep getting little blips on my alarm, but nothing substantial. And because it's quite windy, it's hard to differentiate between an actual bite or the wind blowing the line. But which is another reason why I've used the heavier lead as well. But yeah, it's a good day so far. I mean, I've caught what, 7, 8 now. Nearly in double figures. So I'm gonna go for another hour and then see what's what. Another lovely specimen. It's showing off. Yeah, it's a lovely specimen, probably about £1.5. Yeah, get it back. So it's been a good day so far. It's definitely been eventful with the amount I've caught. They've all kind of been around kind of same kind of size at the moment anyway, but somewhere in here is £22 grass carp, and that's awesome. Any fish is welcome for me. I'm just happy that I'm catching something. So unfortunately it started chucking it down, so that's brought my fishing trip to a halt. But yeah, Greenhaven it's an absolutely amazing venue, really nice, really good fish. I didn't catch the 22-pounder which I was after, but I was fishing there on my own, and when you're fishing on your own on a little lake, it's a tad difficult, like. But I had in all about 9-10 little carp, averaging probably about 2 £2 to £3 at the most. But it's a nice venue. It's a really nice venue. The thing that kept me going was the thought of the bigger fish, the bigger variety of fish as well. I mean, I was mainly doing carp fishing today, so ledger fishing, which is like on the bottom of the lake. So I had a leg clip that brought my line down to the bed of the lake, and that will get the bottom feeders, which tend to be like your carp, your barbel, things like that basically. If I wanted to go for tench, bream, perch, things like that, then the idea would be not to use a weight and just have like a float or some description, so that the hook is away from the bottom of the lake, if that makes any sense. But yeah, today I was just leisure fishing, so mainly going for the carp and the barbel. But it was a good day, obviously minus the rain. I thought the rain was going to hold off, to be honest, but it didn't. And it's thundering and everything like that, so I had to get my stuff away quickly. I'm all fogged up because it takes it out of you, and I'm drenched. Yeah, my hoodie is drenched, but it'll dry, it's all good. So yeah, if you get a chance, come down to Greenhaven, because it's an awesome venue. It's a little bit out of the way, as in you wouldn't expect it to be there, but it is, and it's a great venue. Really nice people that owns it. They have a bait shop as well, so if you forget anything, or if you come here for like a little holiday or anything like that, you can pick bits up. They've got nets, they've got tackle, they've got hooks, they've got bait, they've got all sorts of stuff in there, little barbecues, everything that you possibly need really. And they've got a little shack as well where you can get like teas and coffees and things like that as well. So check it out if you can. It's well worth the visit. It's a beautiful little venue, and I will definitely be returning, especially because it's like 5 minutes away from my house. So yeah, definitely come down if you can. But yeah, so that's all from me. Next visit should be with Matt. It will probably be this time, sometime this week, just because I've got the week off because it's my birthday, and Matt is working, so we have to sort out like when he can go and everything. So but yeah, next visit we're thinking about going to Sycamore Lakes, which is in Burla Marsh. Ooh, bit of lightning. Yeah, Sycamore Lakes, which is in Burla Marsh, and we should be fishing the specimen pond, which are full of big carp, and you know, that's the goal in it, you know. But yeah, so see you later, and catch us again for one more.